Okay, so do you guys ever have that scenario happen where you spent a portion of your time doing something, let's say around an hour and a half, and you're done with said activity, and you think to yourself, I'm never gonna get that time back? Because that's how I felt watching this movie. I mean, here we go. We have the 4K set for these three movies. So I just finished watching Halloween H20 for Halloween 20 years later. And, for 20 years later, if you're going to continue the franchise with I believe this is the seventh installment for the franchise now, or this was the seventh, um, you'd think you'd want to go big for an anniversary milestone. And I was watching the time, and it was, I think, 55, 56 minutes in, I believe, out of this hour and a half. Two-thirds in the movie, and nothing has happened yet. I mean, I was bored out of my mind. I mean, I've seen a lot of movies that belong to genres that I don't typically have a lot of excitement for. I've been bored watching movies in the past. I've had movies that I really love, but there are boring aspects of it. This was the most bored I've ever been watching a movie for the first hour. And easily, this was the most boring hour in the Halloween franchise thus far. Now, I know there's some people out there that don't like Halloween 3. The argument is it's the only one without Michael Myers. I'll take Halloween Season of the Witch any day over this. I mean, here's the thing, guys. I try to be objective. I try to find some sort of positive in almost any movie I see. It has to be really bad in a special kind of way for me to just absolutely hate it. This, I think, reached that status. I mean, I've tried so hard with a lot of these movies to find something I like. Especially the last one with Halloween 6. I believe it's Curse of Michael Myers. I found moments in that movie I enjoyed. I found parts of the storyline and different aspects and certain fights that I thought were pretty cool. I tried really, really hard to find something I enjoyed. I mean, I was getting physically exhausted trying to find something in this movie. So, I guess you could say the last 15 minutes, when it's finally Laurie versus Michael Myers, I guess you can say in the last 15 minutes of the movie, it finally picks up. But for a movie, I mean, that's just a little too late. Now, I know you have movies that are designated a slow burn. You have movies, for example, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I mean, that movie comes to mind, where the whole movie is this... It's not filled with action. It's just a regular paced, sort of casual movie up until like the last 10 minutes, and then it's just insane. Some movies that works. But in a movie like this, I mean, an anniversary film, you'd expect this to just be the most bloodiest, violent one of them all. And this has not hit that at all. So, guys, here's my positive for this movie. The last 15 minutes wasn't the worst part of the franchise. There, I think, were maybe a few minutes here and there from the previous 6 movies that were slightly less interesting than the last 15 minutes of this one. So I will give it that. The last 15 minutes wasn't the worst part of the franchise. I can give it that. But, after writing on Dr. Loomis, again, in the last one, writing him out in like the last minute, basically, being killed again, unceremoniously, I'll say. I think it's off screen. So, that was incredibly disappointing. And then for this one, Laura Strode, she has her son. And there's a collection of new characters. I mean, you would think this would be like a generational kind of film. And it just didn't go in the direction I expected it to. So it is kind of interesting how you have so many cast members from this movie that have gone on to be so recognized for so many other projects besides this. So I guess it's just how it goes with horror sometimes. A lot of people do get their start in horror. But if you were to read the cast of this movie to me, and before I knew anything about it, I'd say, oh, wow, that sounds great. I can't wait to see it. And that's kind of what I did right before the movie. I look at the back of the box before I start a movie just because I want to see who's in it. I try not to read the synopsis of what's going on, but I mean, the back of these boxes for this Scream Factory set, I mean, it's very vague as to what's going on, so there's no spoilers with these anyway. So I saw the cast, I was like, okay, sounds interesting. And guys, I mean, that's just, I sound like a broken record, but I was just bored. So the last 30 minutes, we finally get to see Michael Myers face off against his targets, pretty much, for the rest of the movie. And it's only like a handful of people. I think this might be, maybe, I haven't kept track, but just off of, in my impression, I think this movie has like the lowest kill count. I could be wrong. That's just me, as far as my memory is concerned. It seems like this one has the lowest kill count. So I think I've run out of things to say about this. So if you're a completionist and you want to watch the Halloween franchise in its entirety, if you want to skip this, I don't blame you guys. I really don't. I mean, I'm a completionist, and this, I wish I should have skipped it. So, oh well, it is what it is. It has a very nice cover. I mean, movie aside, I do love this set, the Scream Factory set. I have the movies here. I'll just go and show you guys, because I've absolutely loved owning this franchise. Because some of them have special boxes, some of them don't. So you got the first Halloween. So I'll sort of run through these real quick for you guys. The second one comes in the box. The 4K disc is in there. And it's the same thing with the third. And then the fourth, I think, has a really neat cover for it. And the fifth is kind of neat as well. And then, obviously, this box set comes with the rest as well, where we have this. We're finishing it out right now. We have The Curse, Michael Myers. All of these in this trilogy come with, here we have Resurrection, the box that comes with it. So, you know, with everything said and done, I am glad to have this set. I think H20 is now the only one that I just severely regret watching. The rest of them, I found something interesting. Even 4 and 5, I thought had its dull moments, but 4 and 5 was, I mean, a lot better compared to this. So, anyways, if you've seen it, guys, let me know in the comments. If there's other positives you found this movie that I didn't, I'd love to hear about it so I can maybe rewatch this eventually with a sort of different mindset. I struggled with this, so I've kind of lost all my hype for Halloween Resurrection. But I'm going to watch it because I am a completionist, and I'm going to review it, and we're going to talk about it when it's all said and done. So thanks for watching my review of this movie, I guess. So, alright, thanks guys. Keep it digging.